All right, kicking things off with Smirnoff, the official vodka sponsor of the NFL and the number one vodka in the world. Chris Cody, you're here.
Smirnoff!
Wow, you're on the money with Smirnoff.
Smirnoff!
Chris, you know what goes great with Smirnoff?
Smirnoff!
Yes, but I'm really talking about game day fit. The style's got to match the vibe.
Smirnoff!
All right, here's the deal. Game day is everything, and that's exactly why your fit has to match the occasion.
Smirnoff!
Starting this December, Smirnoff is giving fans 21 and over the chance to score limited edition Smirnoff commission merchandise from some of today's top creators, including Kayla Jones, Gavin Matthew, and Aleli May.
Smirnoff!
Here's the kicker. One lucky fan will take home the grand prize, a trip to the biggest game of the offseason. Plus, one fan will win Aleli May's one-of-one game day jacket.
Wow.
The merch will be dropped on select dates from December to January 21, and it's all courtesy of what brand?
Smirnoff!
That's right, Chris. Fans 21 and over can head to Smirnoff Socials to learn how to sign up. And don't forget to grab a bottle of Smirnoff vodka, number 21 at your local retailer.
Smirnoff!
Please drink responsibly.
Smirnoff!
Number 21 vodka distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. Please do not share with anybody under legal drinking age.
Smirnoff!
No purchase necessary. Must be legal U.S. resident, 21 or older. Sweepstakes starts 12/15/2025 at 12 a.m. Eastern and ends 1/23/2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. See official rules at program website.
Today's episode is brought to you by Venmo. Look, no matter how your favorite team does this season, there's still one way to feel like a winner, and that's with Venmo. That's because when you use Venmo to transfer $50 or more to a DraftKings DFS account for the first time or the first time in 3+ months, you'll get $25 in DraftKings bonus credits. Terms apply. Just go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer to activate your offer. Then choose Venmo to add funds to your DraftKings account, add $50 or more, and boom! 25 bonus credits will appear in your DraftKings account if you're eligible. This offer is only good through February 15th, 2026, or while supplies last, so don't fumble your chance before time runs out. Here's the deal. Venmo is a fast, easy way for you to add money onto DraftKings. And if you don't have a Venmo account yet, don't sweat it. You can download the app and sign up in minutes. So what are you waiting for? Just add $50 or more to your DraftKings DFS account with Venmo, and you'll get $25 in bonus credits. Go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer and go get that bonus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. 18 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. One per customer. Minimum $50 transfer from your Venmo account to DraftKings DFS account. $25 reward issued as non-withdrawable DK dollars site credits that do not expire while rewards last. 20,000 total transfer redemptions available. See terms at www.draftkings.com/Venmo offer. Ends February 15th, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern.
At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew, which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This is the Dan Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
For me, that's word association. Christmas Eve and Stan Van Gundy talking to baseball managers.
Oh, yeah. From now on, it will be. Every time I think of Christmas Eve, I'm going to think of baseball managers with Stan Van Gundy. And this hour has a little bit more baseball. I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. This right here is probably the most awkward hour that we have combined of some very strange content. First, more baseball, Cal Ripken Jr. Okay, an interview with Cal Ripken Jr. in 2008. This is March of 2008, of which Dan starts by asking him, Obama or Hillary?
Like a game show?
Yeah, because Dan. Then
because was that like we were voting there?
Yeah,
it was like
who would you prefer?
Okay,
Cal Ripken Jr., who famously does not talk about politics, Obama or Hillary?
I mean, I don't hate that game of like going to the movies, Obama or Hillary.
See, I'd rather go all right. Obama. So let's, at the turn of the new year, Chris, I want you and I to propose that when we start this year, 2026, first show back. I'm serious now. Like, we're not doing bit. I want to play with Dan. I want to start the local hour, play a sounder, Obama or Hillary, and then we just start.
I'm about to have my year in review with Carl. I'm going to pitch that.
Can you pitch it? Chris, I'm serious.
I'm going to pitch clock it. All right.
So we start with that, including A-Rod patterning himself after Cal. There's some. Dan said, hey, which athletes do you wish would shut up? There's good stuff there. Oh. Then A game with Bomani Jones, true or kakua? Based off Manti Te'o.
Yes.
Some questionable music sounders used in that one. And then we're going to play you 3 straight interviews in which the guest hung up on the show.
Nice.
Joan Rivers, Michael Phelps,
nice,
and Nick Lachey.
Oh, I remember all those. I don't even know it. I think Joan Rivers is probably my favorite there, but those were all great.
They're really good. The Nick Lachey one, I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest. His patience level. Anyway, weird hour you're about to listen to. Enjoy it.
Wower.
He's a Hall of Famer. He does a ton for kids. Learned at his father's knee. And does a lot of good stuff for kids. Pours himself into that. We'll talk about real baseball, what he's selling these days in a moment. But first, Cal Ripken Jr., Obama or Hillary?
Maybe I got the wrong show.
So you're not going anywhere near it? You don't want any part of it?
No.
I've talked with you before about the sharing of opinions and athletes taking stances, and you've said that you have stances, but you don't feel the need to share them. That is because why? Is there nothing in it for you, Cal?
No, I think that there's a bigger responsibility to your platform. And just because you can catch, hit, and throw doesn't mean that you know everything about everything. And you got to be careful how you express it and how you use it. And I guess if you really wanted to influence people or you wanted to get involved in something, then you use it. But just to use it for no real reason, or if you're not comfortable using it in regard to politics, religion, whatever, I think that you should have the ability to keep it to yourself.
Fair to say that the only place that you've chosen to use it most passionately and most comfortably is with helping children?
Well, I mean, that's the platform that I'm most comfortable with because as a kid, I looked up to the baseball players, and I just thought that it was the greatest thing in the world. And then when you become a baseball player, you realize that you have that sort of influence. And, there's no getting around that. I mean, you are a role model in many ways just for the fact that you're a baseball player. So I tend not to fight it on that argument, but say, let me try to do as many positive things as I can so I can be a good influence to the kids when it comes in the arena of sports or baseball.
Cal Ripken Jr. with us on 790 The Ticket. Are you opinionated in private? Really opinionated, like passionate, banging on tables, yelling at your friends about what you believe?
I think that I like to debate things. I like to ask questions. And so I like to get to the bottom of things with a series of questions. And maybe I try to win a debate or two by what was it called, the Socratic method, as opposed to yelling and screaming across the table to be heard.
A-Rod learned at your knee, had a poster of you up in his room, and models himself after you. He has told me one time that he asked you the proper way to shake hands once. He's like you in asking questions of everybody. Did you notice the first time that he came up to you, or every time thereafter, did you notice how much he patterned himself after you or wanted to learn from you?
Well, I mean, it's a high form of compliment when a kid, and when I say kid because I met him when he was 16 years old, had a chance to shake his hand then, and my first impression of him was that he was still a boy in many ways, but he was a grown-up man in a physical nature, and his talent was just off the charts. But he's his own guy, and I think modeling himself after, in the same way, I think I modeled myself after Brooks Robinson in many ways. But then you start to get comfortable with who you are and what you want to be, and I don't think he models himself or he copies me. I think he tries to take certain things that I've done that he thinks is good and add that to his game, so to speak.
Hall of Famer Cal Ripken Jr. with us on 790 The Ticket. He's a part of a new website that's offering a video game and online community for baseball enthusiasts all over the globe. We'll talk to him about that in a moment. Go rapid fire with me here a little bit, though, Cal. Who's a guy in your sport, your time, that you looked at and you said, that guy worked harder than I did?
Mattingly.
Who's a guy more willful than you? A guy you looked at and said, that guy has more will than I do?
Kirk Gibson.
who had better support at home than you did? Better support from a father that you looked at and said, that guy had a better teacher than I did?
No one.
Yeah, that's the end of it, right?
Yep.
Have you how much from your father, and you learned a ton from your father, when raising your own children, Cal, do you look at and eliminate? Do you try and follow your father's model 1, 2, 3, or is there stuff out there that you're softer and more gentle because there's stuff that you don't want for your kids?
No, I think probably the second answer. There's a lot of things out there. My dad was old school in many ways, and in many ways my mom played the role as my dad in many cases because Dad was away. So I think I'm probably, as a father, I'm a combination of how my mom fathered me and also how my dad fathered me, if that makes any sense to you.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm much more supportive. I'm much more hands-on, and I like spending as much time and like doing things with both my kids in ways that my dad didn't.
Do you feel bad that your mom doesn't get more of the credit? Because in the caveman world of sports, we go toward the father, and that your mom doesn't get an equal amount of the credit.
Well, I think anybody that really thinks about it, your mom plays a huge role in how you turn out. In my particular case, my mom, because of baseball, did play a role of the disciplinarian and the nurturer at the same time. And I guess when she couldn't handle it, she would always say, "I'm going to tell your dad when he gets home," and then we'd be terrified.
That works. Terror works in the home. Who's an athlete you look at your sport, your time, more competitive than you? A guy you looked at and said, that guy's probably a little more competitive than I am.
That's a hard one. I think, generally speaking, people are very competitive at the highest level, and that's something that we all share and have in common. I can't think of one.
More consistent than you?
A lot of people. I change my stance all the time. I had hot streaks up and down and hitting wise. So I'd say, most offensive players.
I didn't say better than you. I know you're going to defer to some offensive players who you think might be better than you, but consistent playing. I guess consistency gets associated with you. Are you consistent in other things other than playing every day, or?
Yeah, I think my demeanor and the approach and consistency, I think, would be defined as what kind of contributions, all the contributions can you make on a daily basis that allows you to be consistent in your effort and consistent with, being valuable to the team. Again, I think a lot of people, when you play big league baseball and you go to the bat, 550, 600 times, there's going to be times when you can't hit, but there's a lot of other things you can do. So, I don't know. I mean, consistency, a model of consistency. I used to like to think that George Brett, when I played against George all those years, even when he would look bad in swinging, he looked like he was still hot. So, yeah, George Brett probably be a model of consistency. Paul Mulder would probably be one as well.
Cal Ripken Jr., the Hall of Famer, with us on 790 The Ticket. More impressive streak, you or Favre?
Favre. I didn't have people gunning at me. I had a few people coming at me at second base, but I could always see them coming. But Brett's got to hang in there, hang in the pocket for a long time, knowing he's going to get hit. And there's a lot bigger, faster, stronger people coming after him.
I was going to say, at second base, there weren't a whole lot of 290-pounders coming at you other than Mo Vaughn.
Yeah, and he just wasn't fast enough to get there.
Real quick, last question before we let you go. We don't know if this is lore or we got this story told to us, and I don't know. I want to know in the baseball community if there's any sort of authenticity to it. Apparently, Julio Franco, there is legend around Julio Franco and his substantive gifts. I can't give you. You either know what I'm talking about or you don't. Do you know what I'm talking?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right,
and good. I'm glad I don't.
All right, yeah, and I am too. Frankly, we're gonna let you go on that note. Cal, thank you for being on with us.
Okay, you're quite welcome.
Bomani, Barry Bonds would be forgiven just as readily today if he confessed and had raised $500 million for cancer. True or Kakua?
Kakua.
Okay, why is that Kakua?
Look, man, we don't care about everybody's philanthropic efforts. There are a lot of people that we despise out here that's raising a lot of money for a lot of good causes. We don't ask it about everybody. Sometimes we decide that people's charity matters. Sometimes we don't. And people knew that Lance Armstrong was a jerk, but it wasn't the prevailing sentiment about him. That's always been the case for Barry Bonds.
I want to play, Dan. I want to play badly. I want to play. I want to play this game.
You want to play or you want to host?
I want to play. I want to play.
Right. You want to play?
Yeah, I want to play.
Stugotz, there's an elephant in the room in this Te'o story. True or Kakua?
Kakua. I just like saying Kakua.
Okay, so you don't really have anything here other than that. Would you like to host the show? Would you?
Yeah, I'd love an opportunity to host the show. True or Kakua, Dan? You were desperately searching for the race angle on this Tao story.
True. But there's not one. So instead, we've just got Polynesian music.
Hold on, I got one, though.
Well, wait
Dan.
a minute. That's not the way.
I'm asking a question now.
That's not the way we play.
Mike, get on the button. I have a question.
I asked Dan if I could do this. You know?
There will be a race angle in this story. True or Kakua?
Kakua. What's the race
That's
angle?
The wrong answer.
All right, well, wait a minute. How are you playing the game? Because you just grabbed my phallic, match game microphone.
Did you just say phallic?
Yeah, my phallic, Family Feud microphone.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Anyway, let me explain. I'm telling you this, man. Hey, I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you for this race angle you keep looking for. I'm trying to give it to you.
Hold on, let's play the game correctly.
Would you like your race angle? I'm trying to make your life better, Dan.
True or Kakua, there is a race angle, Bomani, that will appear on this story soon.
Potentially true.
Now go.
Basically, when you're a guy like Te'o that is the non-white guy at a place like Notre Dame, it's all fun and games unless they feel like you have embarrassed them, at which point the turn will be swift and the turn will be vicious. If he has proven that he has not told the truth here, get ready. That turn is going to outweigh what the actual quote-unquote crime was. Trust me.
Bill Polian, true or Kakua? Jeff Ireland is going to botch all of these early round draft picks. Well, wait a minute. He's not playing the game correctly. Big voice. You hate pronouncing Samoan names and Bomani's name. True or Kakua?
You bet your ass it's true. Bleep you, Bomani Jones.
Get his name right. Not one time has he been able to
none of the big voice guys ever get my name right.
I'd like to try to host again, Dan. That's possible.
All right, go ahead.
True or Kakua, Bomani? This audio is the most uncomfortable you've ever heard Dan while asking a question.
This is reckless and it feels wrong with a college athlete. But Timothy Burke with us on Deadspin. I'm just wondering if this is the awkward, clumsy way to cover up something here to everyone involved, family, everyone. Like one of the questions that gets birthed here, and you'll forgive my clumsiness in the asking of it.
I know you're uncomfortable. It's a place a lot of people are going.
Well, I mean, is it possible here, or Timothy, having exhaustively researched this particular story, are you led to think that there's a covering of sexuality happening here?
Ooh.
True or Kakua?
Gonna have to go. Yes. Is that the most awkward I've heard you?
Mm-hmm.
True.
If you could stop somebody from breaking in before they got inside your house, why wouldn't you? Most old school systems only go off after somebody's already in your place, opening your fridge, petting your dog, whatever. At that point, it's too late. It's reactive. Simply Safe is different. It's proactive with this double layer of defense that helps stop crime before it even starts. First, their AI-powered cameras spot potential threats outside, not just in motion, but an actual person lurking around in the bushes, behind a tree, in a car, under the car, wherever they may be. Then live monitoring agents jump in right away. They talk to the person through the camera, let them know they're on video, and that cops are getting called if they don't leave. That's how you stop crime before it starts. Personally, I trust Simply Safe to protect what matters most at my house, my wife, my daughter, my possessions, my things, my home, my safety, my peace. I trust that to Simply Safe. That's it. That's the list. No long-term contracts, no hidden fees, and Simply Safe was just named the best home security in 2025 by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, it's the best time to jump in. Simply Safe's last chance Black Friday sale, 50% off any new system. Go to simplysafe.com/DLB. Again, that's simplysafe.com/DLB. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
Critics are calling Marty Supreme a full-throttle masterpiece and the best movie of the year. I couldn't be more excited to see this one. That's got my boy, Timothée Chalamet. From A24 and starring Timothée Chalamet alongside powerhouse cast Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Ozion, and Tyler Akoma. Marty Supreme, now playing only in theaters.
All right, so apparently everyone is launching their own AI agents now. You get an agent. No, you get an agent. They're automating tasks, running workflows, making decisions, and occasionally absolutely wrecking your day. You know what I'm talking about. An agent deletes the wrong files, changes something you've never approved, or just goes completely off script, like it's trying to improvise its way out of a paper bag. And suddenly, you're the one stuck trying to figure out what went wrong unless you're using Rubrik Agent Cloud. Because here's the thing, AI is moving fast, like really fast. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that lets you monitor, govern, and rewind AI agent actions. One platform that lets you unleash more agents faster without fear that they're going to burn the place down. You get full visibility into what your agents are doing. You can enforce guardrails, you can actually quantify the risk, and if something breaks, you just rewind it. Like an undo button, but for AI. And that rewind happens in minutes, not hours or days. And if your business relies on AI agents, you need the ability to monitor, govern, and rewind their actions. Right now, Le Batard Show listeners get exclusive early access to Rubrik Agent Cloud. Head to Rubrik.com, that's RUBRIK.com, Rubrik.com.
Don Le Batard.
We just got to change the language up, because challenge just sounds contentious. Let's call it a politely disagree.
Ooh, how about this? An oopsie.
There you go.
All right, put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Should a challenge be called an oopsie to placate the referee's ego?
An oopsie flag.
Stugotz.
Or the red flag, the challenge flag, should not be called a challenge flag, or the flag should say on it, love your butt.
Red is also an aggressive color.
Very, very aggressive.
Maybe pink.
We should actually, we should have them throw daisies and call them whoopsie daisies.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yes.
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
This is a weird and wonderful coincidence. I didn't know until a couple of minutes ago, Stugotz, that two of our guests today have beef, that Doyle Brunson and Joan Rivers apparently don't like each other very much. Doyle Brunson going to join us later in the show. Among the things that Doyle Brunson writes of Joan Rivers, if you gave Joan Rivers a penny for intelligence, you would get a refund. That's not funny. Doyle Brunson, not a comedian, but I don't understand. Doyle Brunson seems like a very nice man. Joan Rivers, a comedy legend, is going to be performing tomorrow night at the Adrian Arsh Center in Miami. You could get tickets. JoanRivers.com is her website. Tickets are available at arshcenter.org. I'm pronouncing that so poorly that you're not going to be able to find it. ARSHT Center.org. I guess I'll start there, though. Joan, why? I mean, what's
Who is this person? I never heard of him.
He's a poker player. He's mad, I guess, because...
Oh, go away and leave me alone and get off trying to get famous on my back. Oh, I'm really upset. What's his name?
Doyle Brunson.
Oh, he doesn't think I'm fine. Oh, well, that ruined my day. Who the hell is he? Who gives a damn? Oh, I'm really... Tell him, darling, when he's 76 years old and he's had a career like I've had, and when he graduated Phi Beta Kappa at 19, and when he's got an IQ at 135 and over, come and talk to me, you moron. And get off my back and don't get famous with me and don't make jokes about me because I don't know who you are, nor do I care. Well, go back in and die under a deck of cards. I love when people who don't know you, that aren't in your league, comment. I find this really distasteful. If you said Steve Martin doesn't think she's funny, I'd say, oh my gosh, Or you understand what I'm saying?
Well, he didn't say that you weren't funny. He said that you weren't intelligent.
Oh, yeah, I'm really stupid. Mm-hmm.
He's.
I don't even want to go into this.
I'm sorry.
I truly, my husband was English. You only argue and dislike your peers.
Well, apparently.
Then this man comes at me with a Phi Beta Kappa key, graduating from college at 19, having a career the way I've had. Then we'll discuss it when he's world famous. Otherwise, I don't give. Get ready to bleep. Do you bleep?
No, we don't bleep.
Well, it starts with S and it ends with T.
All right.
So don't start with me with this stupidity.
All right, she doesn't give a shot.
I don't care. So let's get on to something that's fun. I mean, I find this outrageous that you call me up to tell me about this moron.
No, I didn't. It was an accident, and it's a mistake I'm always making at the start of interviews. I should start softer. I should just say, Joan Rivers.
No, as I said, start with someone that you have respect for, not with someone who's totally unknown.
For what it's worth, Dan's sweating right now, Joe.
Yeah, and here's what was.
He shouldn't sweat.
Yeah, well, because you're a legend, and the problem, I guess, was because you were on, that Trump show, and you went after poker players.
I won the Trump show from a woman who is a piece of garbage, and I won it whatever she was. She happened to be a poker player. Who cares? Who cares?
Well, you called her Hitler.
Yeah. She was a despicable liar. I found her. That to me is what you say when you don't like somebody.
Well, that's very strong, though, Joan.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I'm going to hang up now because I thought we were going to have a nice talk, and I wanted to talk about my coming to Miami tomorrow. And if you think now I'm going to defend that I called somebody Hitler, are you Jewish?
I am not.
I am.
Shut up. Then you don't know what you're talking about. Can we get any clearer?
No,
then shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
But it's very strong. It's all I'm saying. I want
to.
Joni.
That couldn't have gone better, I don't think. I don't think for our purposes.
You nailed it.
I didn't mean for it to go that way. I wanted to talk to her. She's a legend.
Just leave it alone. It was perfect.
Oh, my God.
Perfect.
I did make that mistake. I always make, though.
You know, the legends, they want to be treated as legends at the beginning. You probably could have softened her up.
Of course.
You can't. She's a legend. She's doing us a favor coming on, and you came out of the box with, this guy thinks you're a moron. Defend yourself. And she rightfully is.
Yeah. You played that wrong, Dan.
Can we call her back? I'd like to apologize to her.
I don't think she's in the mood for us. First of all, in all honesty, I don't know why she does this stuff anyway. She just seems tired of it all, doesn't she?
Well, she really doesn't need to do any of it.
I know.
Well, clearly she still has a desire to do it. She's doing it. So she's doing these shows.
That having her on, I mean, there are very few people in the history of this show who have the resume that woman has. And that is absolutely where I should have started. This is a mistake. It's a pothole I've fallen into about a dozen times where I'm trying to inform the audience, but I thought it was a delightful coincidence. It's a total coincidence that we have these two people on and they hate each other.
But Dan, you start the Doyle Brunson interview with questions about Joan Rivers, not the other way around. That's where we messed up.
Well, I will tell you, though, as I'm thinking about it, I'm talking about it, and I'm thinking it through, that's a little quick on her part. Like, come on. I mean, if you call someone Hitler, I'm Jewish. I'm a little offended by that. That's not something you just throw around. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's a little quick on her part.
I agree. You don't throw around the Hitler part, but she was upset. What really triggered that, Hawk, her whole mood was being asked about Doyle Brunson. Think about that. She's Joan Rivers.
I'm an interesting combination of mortified and delighted right now. It's a strange thing.
You didn't want that to happen.
The same thing happened with Nitro, where it's like, oh my God, this is horrible. Also, it's wonderful.
Well, that was, I mean, I enjoy a cantankerous interview every now and then. That's kind of rude of her to hang up. That's a little, I mean, you didn't say anything that was
offensive. No, but she warned me. She did warn me, and I should have backtracked at that point. That was male ego, prideful male ego that was
you wanted the last word.
When Hitler's the last word, I wanted to be like, come on, that's a little strong. To call anybody Hitler's a little strong, is it not?
She said to you, you don't know what you're talking about, move on. and you went back to it one more time. I still think it was a little quick on
Somebody writing in, you guys are jackasses. This act is getting old. There was no act there. I wanted to talk to her. I wanted very much to talk to her. I respect her. I think she's funny. I thought go die under a deck of cards was an excellent phrase for her to use that was appropriately mean and legendary.
Someone actually thinks that you intended and you wanted it to play out in front of everyone's ears that a 76-year-old female got the best of you. She beat you down, man.
I am somebody who does not mind at all being embarrassed in public. And in retrospect, now that it's over, I'm like, wow, that was funny and good. But I didn't intend for her to get agitated with me.
No, you had a whole list of questions.
I wanted to talk comedy with her. The woman's funny.
We were looking forward to it. There's no possible way to get it back on.
I don't want to.
I think we've gotten the best that we can get out of that it can't go better
Why
than
don't you promote her show, though, again, though? Let's do her a solid. She's a legend. She plays at the Adrian Arsht Center in Miami tomorrow night. You can go to arshtcenter.org if you want to get tickets.
People are writing in that I attacked her.
Well, wait a second. You didn't attack her.
I'm telling you that I'll tell you exactly how it happened there. I learned minutes before the interview. Minutes before, they handed me a sheet of paper that said her and Doyle Brunson do not get along. And I'm like, what are the odds? What are the odds that we have these two people on the same day? So all I was doing is sharing with the audience what I thought was a coincidence. And then, the whole thing got carried away.
Now, the only other guest we have on today is Greg Cody. If you found out moments before that she was beefing with Cody, would you have brought that up?
Yes.
Oh.
It's interesting, Stugotz. I mean, does Joan Rivers have a lot of wars going? She's got a war going on with poker players in general. I didn't think she was legitimately upset.
No, she was. It's beneath her.
I did not think she was legitimately upset. I thought it was part of her act. You know how Don Rickles insults people? Fake Lou Holtz, you're on 790.
Dan and Stugotz, I'm going to tell you, don't mess with a fasty broad like Joan Rivers. I remember back one day back in St. Louis, we had one too many Jägermeister bombs, and one thing led to another. Next thing I know, I walked in, and there was Shaq just railing away. Taco.
Quick break to talk to you about the official ticketing partner of the Dan Le Batard Show, Game Time. The NFL regular season is already winding down, and this is when the games get really good, and tickets are in high demand. Some of them really difficult to find, so why don't you take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with the Game Time app? I use it all the time because it gives me the advantage. That's right, sports fans, take the power back. It's the hack for grabbing amazing tickets in just a couple of taps. Super easy, super reliable. And with the Game Time guarantee, you're getting 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are included. What you see is what you pay. Do yourself a favor. Open up the Game Time app right now. You'll see tons of seats available, lower bowl, midfield, upper deck, and NFL tickets starting at around $100. Pick what you want. Tap, tap, done. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DAN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DAN for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. It's the holiday season and the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. The holiday is all about spending time with friends and family. Why don't you sit back and toast a few Miller Lites? Make your holiday time 'tis Miller time. And with the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite, you get to remember and reflect on all the good times that you had with your trusty buddy by your side, Miller Lite. Brewed for flavor with simple ingredients like malted barley, rich, balanced toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. And at 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, it lets you enjoy the season without weighing you down. The original light beer since 1975, and still hitting different 50 years later. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. Miller Lite. Great taste. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Those jingle bells remind me that holiday basketball is here. And when stars like Kobe White, Jalen Williams, and Tyler Hero start cooking, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is where you want to be. I keep singing that song when I do this read. I can't help it. But don't forget, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player goes down in the first half, you still get paid in cash. What? Is this true? This can't be. Really? Oh my God, it's absolutely true. It's absolutely real. If your player goes down in the first half, you still get paid in cash. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DAN. That's code DAN. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Oh, yeah.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Dan Le Batard.
Ahoy, it's Captain Slappy.
Stugotz.
Is this Chum Bucket?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
In Beijing, Olympic god Michael Phelps became the only person to win 8 gold medals in a single Olympics. Since then, he's appeared on Oprah, Saturday Night Live, and now the pinnacle of his career, the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz. He's focused on raising awareness for swimming, for swim safety, for getting kids into the pool. He's created the Michael Phelps Foundation to further that cause. He's also interested in meeting as many hot girls as possible and showing them his medals. Michael Phelps with us on 790 The Ticket. We start here, Michael. Give us a story that involves your agent calling you and you saying, holy bleep, I can't believe they're giving me that much money.
Wait, what was that?
A story that involves your agent calling you since your life has changed so much and saying, holy bleep, I can't believe they're offering me that much money to do that.
I've never heard that and never said that, so I have no idea where that came from.
So that's never happened where you're amazed by the amount of money someone's offering you?
I've never said that, no.
12,000 calories a day, Michael? How does one eat that much? Do you hate eating?
Well, I actually eat 8 to 10,000. I'm not really sure where 12,000 ever came from, but it's actually 8 to 10,000 calories.
But do you like eating, or is it a chore?
I like eating, and when I spend so many hours a day or work out so many hours out of the day, you have to be able to replenish all the calories that you burn off. For me, when I'm in the pool.
You were at the MTV Music Awards a few nights ago. Were you treated as the biggest star there? Were people like Kanye and Britney coming up to you and telling you what big fans they are?
No, not at all. Those guys are incredible at what they do, and it was just cool for me to be able to meet those guys and just sort of be around those guys.
What is the single coolest thing to happen to you since the Olympic Games?
I was able to just recently start my foundation, and be able to start something where I'm able to promote healthy lifestyles and active lifestyles for children and people all over the world. It's something that I'm really interested in, and that's a passion of mine. And actually today, we just unveiled some of the boxes of Kellogg's products that I will be on the box of, and they actually donated a check, gave me a check for $250,000 to go towards my foundation.
That was a nice move there, Michael, because you just segued right into what it is that you were selling there, when that can't be the coolest thing to have happened to you since the Olympics. I'm sure you're very happy about it, but the coolest thing, the thing that you tell your friends about when you're out getting a beer?
My goal is to raise the bar in the sport of swimming, and this is a passion of mine, and this is something that I look forward to doing. So that is a very fun part for me.
Do you go into the nightclub with these Kellogg's products and just drop them on the floor with your face on them?
Sorry, I think we have to head to the next interview, but sorry, thank you very much for your time.
All right, Michael, good talking to you. I didn't even get to ask what the...
I didn't say it. Look how it was a joke. That was ridiculous.
What did he call you at the end? All right, Nick Lachey, we've been talking about some of the things that he's doing. He's done some stuff for ESPN. He's a former boy band member. Now he's partaking in something called The Sing-Off. It started Monday night on NBC. It culminates with a live finale on December 21st. So it's it is a week-long show. He's a big sports fan as well. You can check out what they're doing over there at NBC.com. But one of the reasons we're having him on is because we want to talk to him about the idea of media and flashbulbs and paparazzi being in your life. And I guess you've experienced to some level of degree what Tiger Woods is going through right now a little bit ever since your reality show with Jessica Simpson. You've been invaded by gossip magazines, TMZ. Nick Lachey, welcome to the show. How are you viewing what it is that is going on with Tiger Woods right now?
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone, truly knows what's happening there, and frankly, I think that's probably, none of our business. That's between he and his family. But I do appreciate how hard it is to go through, things on a personal level, like he is, and have to do it in the public eye, so to speak. So. There's no easy answer, no easy way, but at the end of the day, the things that truly matter are your family and are your personal relationships. So I hope he's dealing with those in whatever capacity he needs to.
But what's it like to be in the middle of a media firestorm? I mean, here you and Jessica were having marital problems, and it's all over TMZ. People predicting your divorce before it happens. What does it feel like to be in the middle of that?
Well, probably how you think it feels. It feels not great. I mean, it's not normal. It's not the way life should be, but it's the way life is. So you have to deal with it. It's unfortunately, no one's going to feel sorry for you. You're in the public eye. You're a celebrity. So, and I think the same is true for him. So he just has to try not to let that stuff get to him. And I think that's the only advice you can give to people is don't be affected or try not to be affected by what people write, speculate, say. What truly matters is what your reality to be, in your own relationship, and you have to deal with that, as an isolated thing.
Should people feel bad for Tiger Woods?
Feel bad. I mean, I think people should feel bad for him in the sense that he's going through a hard time in his life. I don't think there's any one of us that would say we won't ever go through a difficult time in our relationship. Maybe not to the degree he is, but I think it's unfair that he has to he has to do that and has to do it in the public eye. But at the same time, life isn't fair, so it is what it is, and people are not going to feel sorry for him, and so he has to just deal with it the best he can. I think that's what we all have to do.
When you and Jessica split and she went Romo, did you wear that as some sort of badge, or were you outraged by that?
I couldn't have cared less, to be honest with you.
You were just done?
Yeah, guys, we've all been through breakups, right? You move on with life. I've been happy in a relationship for 3 years, so the last thing I'm worried about is who she's dating.
Are we irritating you?
I'm sorry?
Are we irritating you? Are we bothering you with the questions?
No, they're great questions, guys. Really insightful.
Nick Lachey with us on 790. I'm sorry, we're not trying. We really aren't trying. We're not trying to bother you. Would you prefer to talk about the sing-off?
I thought that's what I was calling in about, but apparently not.
You can talk about the sing-off. It starts Monday night on NBC. It culminates with a finale on December 21st. You can talk about that if you like.
Cool, yeah, it's a great show. Hopefully you guys have checked it out. Hopefully people down in Miami will check it out. Live finale on Monday the 21st. Actually, great group from Puerto Rico. Part of the competition. Really great acapella group. Really cool Latin flavor they bring into their music, and so America gets to vote between now and Monday. The phone lines are open. You can go to NBC.com and vote for your favorite group, and we'll find out Monday night who wins the whole thing.
Anything else? The sing-off, again, Monday night, sing-off on NBC, culminates, like you said. It's a week-long television show, and Nick Lachey is involved in it. You can check it out at NBC.com. Anything else you want us to know about that?
No. I just hope everybody gets a chance to check it out. It's been a great show, a lot of fun.
You're a big sports fan, right? You I've seen you on ESPN. You want to pick some games for us?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, go ahead. Let's play this overproduced awfulness here for him, because this is, it's going really well, so this will fix it.
And now it's time for Celebrity Prognosticator. Let's win some money.
The money's out there. You pick it up, it's yours. You don't, I got no sympathy for you.
So the way this works, Stugotz, is if he has a winning week, he's going to come back, and I'm sure, given the way this has gone so far, I'm sure he'd be thrilled to come back next week and pick games. The Colts. I think what bothered him is went Romo. That's what I think you did wrong. That's just not very nice.
Well, Dan, and I've said this. I think did he just hang up on us? Because I've said this before. If my wife left me and she ended up, with Shaq or Wade or an NFL quarterback, I would wear that as some sort of badge.
Did somebody else hang up on our show? Is that what just happened? Oh, for the love of God. You have to be bleeping kidding me. Now we're beefing with a boy band member. Really, that's what we're doing now? It's King Kong Bundy. It's the Memphis Grizzlies. God, we can't do anything right about here.
Quick break to talk to you about the official ticketing partner of the Dan Le Batard Show, Game Time. The NFL regular season is already winding down, and this is when the games get really good, and tickets are in high demand. Some of them really difficult to find, so why don't you take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with the Game Time app. I use it all the time because it gives me the advantage. That's right, sports fans, take the power back. It's the hack for grabbing amazing tickets in just a couple of taps. Super easy, super reliable. And with the Game Time guarantee, you're getting 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are included. What you see is what you pay. Do yourself a favor. Open up the Game Time app right now. You'll see tons of seats available, lower bowl, midfield, upper deck, and NFL tickets starting at around $100. Pick what you want. Tap, tap, done. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DAN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DAN for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.